Hey YouTube, you have made your way back to Mind Your Mind with Just Justified. So you saw the thumbnail. It's time to jump right in. All right, marriage. Is it just a piece of paper? Because that seems to be the sentiment in this generation, as you will also see in this first video.
Like, you don't need a piece of paper to prove your love. If we together, we together. And if we together until we die, that's the death do us apart. We don't need the lawyers and stuff. We together.
That's a fact.
I mean, that's what I've been saying since the beginning of time. Why ain't you married me? Why you gotta ring on? Why I don't gotta ring on my finger? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I've been saying. Yo, this is a piece of paper. Like, why we gotta get married?
So, is it just a piece of paper? Here are some other things that are also just a piece of paper. Let's check this out.
He told you that getting married was nothing but a piece of paper, right? That's what he told you. And it's not that deep, and no piece of paper will make us more married than what we are, because it's just a piece of paper. Well, you know that money is a piece of paper. And if you have enough of it, you become financially stable and you can buy all of the things that your little heart desires. You know that when they send you a warrant for your arrest, or when they send you, they send you a subpoena to come to court, if you don't abide by that piece of paper, you go to jail. You know, there's things called deeds to houses, titles to cars, registration car. These are all things that are very important pieces of paper. And I say all of that to say this. If it means that much to you for you to have that piece of paper, if that is a level of reassurance for you, a level of commitment in your relationship that you want, who the fuck is he to tell you that it's not important? If you want your paper, get your paper. If he cannot provide that paper, get you a new partner. I am True Fertz, and that comes from the Daldy too.
All right, so though these things mention, money, deeds, warrants, subpoenas, titles, they're all pieces of paper, right? They are attached to an understood value that comes with effects or consequences. So if marriage is not what you want, do not gaslight those who do want to get married and say that there are not certain values attached to it, because obviously, as we just saw, there are values attached to it. If you want to gaslight people and say there's not, that's up to you. So whether that value is important to you or not, it is there's value. Here's an example where marriage could have made a significant difference.
But I thought y'all said that marriage was just a piece of paper.
So I stitched to this because this specific topic of marriage being just a piece of paper is complete bullshit and cap. So if you look at the previous stitch, Lauren London is a famous actress and she was dating Nipsey Hussle and they have a kid together. And then what ended up happening was he passed away in 2019. And she, since 2019, has been trying to battle that, as a long-term partner and as a mother of his kids, that she deserved some money from his estate. She finally won, but it took 4 years to do this. So probably thousands / maybe millions in legal fees just for her to be able to claim something in estate. If they were married, this would be a done deal. This would be a done case. They could have been married for 1 day and it would have been a done deal and a done case. That's why when I have conversations with people and they say marriage is just a piece of paper, I'm like, where, bitch? With marriage comes with security. It comes with, if your partner it's in a coma, you have the choose. You can have the choice of putting them, to rest or not. It comes with if you guys break up and you get a divorce, you still are entitled to something. Look at Johnny Depp with his first girlfriend versus Amber Heard with his first wife. Amber Heard got a bigger payday than Vanessa Paradis, which was his girlfriend and the mother of 2 of his kids for years. Not only that, let's just say you move into your boyfriend's house and you live there for 6, 7, 8 years and your partner passes away. If their family wants to kick you out, they can. And you have to prove that you're a long-term partner, like Lauren London, for 4 years to maybe prove that you can still live there. And the family's a dick and they want to kick you out, they can. Look what happened to Versace. When Versace got shot, his sister kicked out that long-term boyfriend that was living in the house. So he was living in a mansion 4 years with Versace being his lifetime partner. And what ended up happening? The second he died, he got nothing. He had to walk away with nothing. Whoever has convinced you that marriage is just a piece of paper is a liar. Here's the other thing. Everything is just a piece of paper. Signing a contract for a job, that's a piece of paper. Signing an NDA, piece of paper. Getting a deed to a house, piece of paper. Signing a birth certificate, piece of paper. A piece of paper has a lot of value and weight. The Declaration of Independence, piece of paper. The piece of paper has a lot of value and weight if you put it in the right direction. And marriage is no exception. I think if you are in a position that you trust an individual to have kids with them, which by the way is way more of a commitment to me than getting married any day, and you are in a situation to have a kid with them or purchase a property with them, or whatever, just get married. Just get married. I don't see what's the holdup. You have way more tax benefits, security benefits, being married. Nobody can just walk away and just be like, well, that sucks. Look what happened with Tiger Woods' girlfriend, that supposedly she said that Tiger Woods promised her that he can stay in that house and whatever, and Tiger Woods said that didn't happen. She didn't win anything. She was with him for years. Doesn't get anything. Doesn't matter if he said something unless she had that recorded contract. And you know what is a contract? A marriage license. That is a contract. You have rights as a husband and rights as a wife when you are married. And anyone that tells you otherwise is capping you. If you think a child is less a commitment than getting married, you are strongly mistaken. And when you have a kid, the only rights that you have is child support, versus when you are married to the person, you have a lot more rights. So if you have a partner and they're telling you marriage is just a piece of paper, it's all cap. Don't listen to them, okay?
So, and I never understood that where people more easily have children with people, which is a great commitment in itself before they even commit to ensuring a stable foundation for the children. You know, other than, you know, the spiritual benefit for those who are believers, here are some legal benefits of marriage.
A married couple is seen as a single taxable unit in the eyes of the government. In most cases, this will save money on taxes when you claim your spouse is a dependent. There are estate planning benefits, including inheritance rights. Government benefits in receiving Social Security, Medicare, and disability benefits for your spouse. Employment benefits, such as obtaining health insurance through your spouse's employer, and the right to take medical leave to care for a spouse who becomes ill. Decision-making benefits, including the right to make medical decisions if your spouse is incapacitated. Consumer benefits, such as family rates for health, homeowners, auto, and other types of insurance.
So, you know, people have also, you know, other than those benefits that we just saw, people have also seen the effect of marriage in business, as we will see in this last clip.
Tell me, I ain't gonna say who. I had somebody tell me, yo, I got a ring and I put it on when I go to business meetings so that and I was like,
what I'm saying, because
it psychologically communicates something to people.
Absolutely, and it shows stability, right? You think about the reason why. If you think about most billionaires, they're married, and it says something also because when you're in a room with people who are putting either their capital, whether it's a partnership, whatever it is, they're putting a lot on the line to do business with you. Without you being married, it doesn't show stability in your house.
Certain level, skin in the game.
Right. And so now, you know what I'm saying, you become a liability. Like some business people, you become a liability to them if you're not stable.
And that's absolute facts. Like, it may not necessarily be that in all actuality, but you know, to them, if you chose this commitment to this level, then it's kind of like a little bit like, okay, I can trust you with the commitments of my business, you know? So I understand what he's saying of how it can be like a better look, you know? But you know, marriage may or may not be for you. That is absolutely your choice. And I'm not even saying that is a foolproof choice, right? But dubbing it just a piece of paper is not a substantial argument. You know, so you saw some benefits in this video, and if those are not sufficient reasons for you, it's your call. No one's twisting your arm. It's your call. But I'm just kind of making this video for those who kind of try to dub it just a piece of paper. You know, if it's not for you, okay, fine. It's not for you. Move on. But for those who see the value of marriage in whatever capacity, you know, whatever reasons and all that, you know, these are some things that, you know, are good to know alongside of that commitment to the person that you love and that you want to create a whole life with. So if you see the value in marriage, then you see the value. If you do not, you do not. But this is just because I've been hearing that around a lot, that, you know, marriage is just a piece of paper. So I do have a mindful moment question for us today. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the institution of marriage has lost its value? What do you think? Have I been seeing things wrong? Do you think that the institution of marriage have lost its value? Let me know in the comments. Please comment. I would love to hear from you, because you either control your mind or it controls you. So just mind your mind. I will see you in the next one.